In this video, you'll discover 10 seemingly harmless products made in China that could seriously endanger your health, even your life. Backed by real medical cases and research, we'll reveal hidden dangers like toxic additives, hormones, and heavy metals, along with practical ways to protect yourself and your loved ones. We'll begin with the least hazardous items and progress to the most dangerous, ensuring you understand which products pose the highest risks. Plus, you'll get expert tips on choosing safer alternatives and avoiding harmful options. Stay with us until the end to gain crucial insights into making informed, health-conscious decisions. If you think certain items should be placed differently, let us know in the comments. Your input matters, and we're open to adjusting the list based on valuable feedback. Watch closely. You might be shocked by what's hiding in everyday products. Tip 10. Never buy tea from China. A warm cup of tea is often seen as the perfect way to unwind, but if you're buying cheap tea from China, you may be exposing yourself to hidden dangers. The problem isn't the taste or aroma, it's the toxic contaminants that could be lurking in every sip. A 2013 Greenpeace study tested 18 popular Chinese teas and found that 12 contained pesticide residues exceeding safe limits. Some even contained dicofol, a pesticide banned in multiple countries, along with heavy metals like cadmium and lead. These toxic substances don't just disappear when brewed, they slowly accumulate in your body over time. When consumed regularly, pesticide-laden tea can become a serious health risk. The liver, your body's primary detoxifier, is particularly vulnerable. As toxins accumulate, the liver becomes overburdened, potentially leading to fatty liver disease or even cirrhosis. Your kidneys, which also work to filter out harmful substances, suffer as well. Prolonged exposure can result in chronic kidney conditions such as nephritis and, in extreme cases, kidney failure. Consider the case of a 46-year-old man from Chicago who was treated by Dr. Robert Clark in 2020. For 5 years, he drank inexpensive tea from an online retailer every day. Over time, he developed constant fatigue, stomach pain, and persistent migraines. Medical tests revealed dangerously high lead levels in his blood and impaired liver function. After stopping the tea and undergoing detoxification, his health improved, but not all the damage was reversible. To minimize risks, always check the origin of your tea and choose sources from countries with stricter quality controls, such as Japan, India, or Sri Lanka. Certified organic labels like USDA Organic or Rainforest Alliance indicate that the tea has been tested for harmful chemicals, making it a safer option. Avoid falling for cheap prices, as lower costs often mean compromised quality and a higher risk of contamination. Loose leaf tea is generally a better choice than bagged tea, as it tends to be of higher quality and less likely to contain excessive pesticides. If you're uncertain about your tea's safety, consider discarding the first infusion, as this can help remove some pesticide residues. What are your thoughts on Chinese tea? Have you ever experienced concerns about its quality? Share your opinions in the comments below. Tip 9. Never buy dried fruits made in China. Who doesn't enjoy the sweet, chewy taste of dried fruits? Those golden apricots with their brilliant shine and plump, glossy raisins look almost too perfect to resist. But sometimes, that picture-perfect appearance hides a dangerous secret. Many dried fruits from China undergo heavy chemical treatment to enhance their shelf life and maintain their vibrant color. One of the most commonly used chemicals is sulfur dioxide, a preservative that prevents discoloration and gives fruits an artificially fresh look. That's why those apricots seem as if they were just picked from the orchard. But is this visual appeal worth the potential health risks? A 2020 report by the European Food Safety Authority, EFSA, found that some batches of dried apricots imported from China contain sulfur dioxide levels 3 times higher than the accepted safety limits. This poses a serious risk, especially for individuals with asthma or allergies. Once inside the body, sulfur dioxide can irritate the respiratory tract, triggering persistent coughing, severe headaches, and even throat swelling. In Boston, doctors treated a 38-year-old woman suffering from an intense allergic reaction. She experienced breathing difficulties, nausea, and abdominal pain, all after consuming a handful of dried peaches bought from a discount store the night before. Lab tests later confirmed excessive sulfur dioxide levels in the fruit, which directly contributed to her reaction. Though she recovered after receiving antihistamines, she had to permanently avoid such chemically treated products. Beyond allergic reactions, regular consumption of chemically treated dried fruits can wreak havoc on the digestive system. The stomach lining is particularly vulnerable, and over time, exposure to sulfur dioxide can lead to chronic inflammation, gut irritation, and even liver complications. Data from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, NHANES, suggests that long-term exposure to high levels of sulfur dioxide is associated with an increased risk of inflammatory gastrointestinal diseases in approximately 12% of the population, with children being especially susceptible. To protect yourself, always check where your dried fruits come from. Countries like Turkey and the United States have stricter quality control regulations, making their products a safer choice. Pay attention to appearance. Fruits that look unnaturally bright or glossy are likely to have been chemically treated. Reading labels is also crucial. If you see sulfur dioxide or sulfites listed, it's best to avoid the product altogether. If you've already bought them, rinse the dried fruits thoroughly under running water or soak them for 10 to 15 minutes to help reduce chemical residues. Better yet, opt for organic brands, which are free from harmful preservatives and offer a much safer alternative. When it comes to your health, no discount is worth the risk. What's your take on this? Have you ever experienced issues with dried fruits? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Tip 8. Never buy honey from China. Honey has long been celebrated as a symbol of purity and wellness, a natural gift packed with health benefits. However, when it comes to honey from China, this wholesome image quickly dissolves into something far more concerning. Rather than the golden nectar we expect, many Chinese honey products are nothing more than a concoction of artificial sweeteners, additives, and harmful contaminants. China, the world's leading honey producer, has been at the center of multiple honey fraud scandals. In an effort to cut costs, manufacturers often dilute real honey with cheap substitutes like corn syrup and sugar, making it nearly impossible for the average consumer to detect the difference. But the deception doesn't end there. Chemical flavorings are frequently added to mimic the rich taste of genuine honey, making these counterfeit versions even more convincing. Yet, the real danger goes far beyond simple fraud. Multiple studies have uncovered alarming contaminants in Chinese honey, including banned antibiotics such as chloramphenicol. This particular antibiotic is prohibited in the United States and several other countries due to its severe health risks, including aplastic anemia, a rare and potentially fatal blood disorder. But that's not the only hidden threat. Heavy metals like lead have also been detected in imported honey from China, and these toxins accumulate in the body over time, leading to long-term poisoning and organ damage. A study conducted by the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health found that approximately 20% of imported honey samples contained traces of antibiotics or heavy metals. The risks associated with these contaminants are not just theoretical. In 2011, U.S. customs authorities blocked the import of several Chinese honey brands deemed hazardous to consumers. A real-life case reported by doctors at the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota illustrates the potential consequences. A 50-year-old man was admitted with persistent weakness, dizziness, and unexplained weight loss. Toxicology tests revealed dangerously high levels of lead in his system, which doctors traced back to the honey he had been consuming daily for years. While his condition eventually improved with medical intervention, some of the damage to his body was irreversible. To safeguard your health, it's crucial to be selective when purchasing honey. Whenever possible, opt for locally sourced honey from trusted farmers, as countries like the U.S. enforce strict quality regulations. Additionally, look for certifications such as True Source Honey, which verify both the origin and purity of the product. If you're uncertain about the authenticity of your honey, try a simple test. Place a small drop in water. Pure honey dissolves slowly without creating sediment, while adulterated honey may mix instantly. What's your take on this issue? Have you ever encountered counterfeit honey? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Tip 7. Never buy olive oil produced in China. Olive oil has long been celebrated as a cornerstone of a healthy diet, praised for its heart protective benefits and rich nutritional profile. Many people use it in salads, for cooking, or even take a spoonful daily, believing in its powerful health properties. However, when it comes to olive oil produced in China, this trusted staple can quickly turn into a hidden danger. Instead of providing nourishment, counterfeit versions may introduce harmful chemicals into your body. In an effort to cut production costs, some Chinese manufacturers dilute olive oil with cheaper vegetable oils like soybean or canola, significantly reducing its health benefits. To mask these alterations, artificial colorants and chemical flavorings are often added, making the product look and taste like real extra virgin olive oil. However, the most concerning issue is the use of toxic solvents during the extraction process, which can leave behind harmful residues. These chemicals not only strip olive oil of its beneficial antioxidants and healthy fats but can also pose serious risks to the liver and kidneys. Research conducted by the U.S. National Laboratory for Nutrition and Health revealed that nearly 70% of Chinese olive oil labeled as extra virgin fails to meet international quality standards. The long-term consumption of such adulterated oil can have devastating effects on the body. The liver, responsible for filtering out toxins, becomes overloaded, increasing the risk of fatty liver disease, inflammation, and even cirrhosis. Meanwhile, the kidneys, which work to eliminate harmful substances, face an increased burden, heightening the chances of chronic kidney failure. A case documented by Dr. Elizabeth Hart, a gastroenterologist in New York, highlights these dangers. A 42-year-old patient arrived at her clinic suffering from persistent nausea, discomfort on his right side, and extreme fatigue. After thorough testing, doctors diagnosed him with toxic hepatitis, directly linked to his long-term consumption of Chinese olive oil purchased online. His recovery required an extended detoxification regimen and a strict diet to restore liver function. To avoid such health risks, always choose olive oil from reputable sources. Countries like Spain, Italy, and Greece have stringent quality standards and produce some of the finest olive oils in the world. Look for labels that certify authenticity, such as DOP, Protected Designation of Origin, or IGP, Protected Geographical Indication. Additionally, inspect the oil's appearance and taste. Real extra virgin olive oil has a rich golden or green hue and a robust aroma. If the flavor is unusually bitter or bland, it may be adulterated. Have you ever experienced questionable olive oil? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Tip 6. Never buy canned foods produced in China. Canned foods are a convenient option for quick meals, offering a long shelf life without the need for extensive preparation. Whether it's fish, vegetables, or fruits, many people rely on canned goods to save time. However, when it comes to canned foods produced in China, hidden dangers lurk beneath the surface, posing serious health risks. One of the biggest concerns is the presence of bisphenol A, BPA, a chemical lining used inside metal cans to prevent corrosion. While this may seem like a harmless protective measure, BPA has been found to leach into food, especially when cans are stored for extended periods or exposed to heat. A study from the Harvard School of Public Health revealed that even short-term consumption of BPA-containing products can raise BPA levels in the body by 70%. Long-term exposure has been linked to severe hormonal imbalances, infertility, menstrual irregularities, and reduced testosterone levels in men. Furthermore, research suggests BPA increases the risk of breast and prostate cancer, making it a silent but serious health threat. Beyond BPA, Chinese canned foods often contain excessive amounts of salt and preservatives designed to prolong shelf life. These additives come at a cost. Excess sodium intake is a major contributor to high blood pressure and heart disease. According to the U.S. National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, consuming high-sodium foods regularly raises the risk of hypertension by 32%. This issue became alarmingly evident in a real-life case in 2020 when a 54-year-old Chicago man was hospitalized with persistent headaches and fatigue. Medical tests revealed elevated BPA levels in his blood, along with early-stage hypertension. The cause? His regular consumption of Chinese canned vegetables purchased at a discount supermarket. After eliminating these products from his diet and undergoing treatment, his health gradually improved. To protect yourself and your family, always check the origin of canned foods before buying. Opt for products from countries with strict food safety regulations, such as the US, Canada, or European Union nations. Look for labels that indicate the product is BPA-free, ensuring the can's lining does not contain harmful bisphenol compounds. Additionally, pay attention to sodium content. If a serving contains more than 400 milligrams of sodium, it's best to choose an alternative. When possible, replace canned goods with fresh or frozen foods. Frozen fruits and vegetables retain their nutrients without the need for harmful preservatives. What are your thoughts on this issue? Have you ever experienced concerns with canned food? Share your opinions in the comments below. Tip 5. Never buy garlic produced in China. Garlic is a kitchen essential, known for its bold flavor and impressive health benefits. However, if you're buying garlic imported from China, you could be exposing yourself to hidden risks. Despite dominating over 70% of the global garlic market, Chinese garlic is often chemically treated to enhance its appearance, at the cost of your health. To make garlic look whiter and more appealing, manufacturers frequently use bleaching agents like sulfur dioxide. While this gives the garlic a fresher appearance, it introduces harmful chemicals into your body. Sulfur dioxide is known to cause irritation of the mucous membranes, digestive discomfort, and even persistent headaches. For individuals with allergies or respiratory conditions, consuming chemically treated garlic can aggravate symptoms and lead to serious health issues. A study by the U.S. National Institute of Toxicology found that 15% of tested batches of Chinese garlic contained unsafe levels of chemical residues, posing a long-term risk to immune health. Continuous exposure to these toxins weakens the body's defenses, making you more susceptible to infections and chronic inflammation. This danger became evident in a real-life case from 2018, when a 39-year-old man in San Diego sought medical help for chronic throat irritation and stomach pain. After evaluating his diet, doctors traced the cause to his daily consumption of Chinese garlic. The chemicals used in processing had triggered ongoing inflammation in his mucous membranes. Once he completely removed Chinese garlic from his diet and followed a recovery plan, his symptoms disappeared. To safeguard your health, opt for locally grown garlic from trusted sources. Organic garlic, particularly from American farms, is free from toxic processing chemicals. Unlike imported garlic, which often looks flawless, organic garlic may have natural imperfections such as small spots on the skin. However, these blemishes are a sign of authenticity rather than poor quality. If you're unsure about the garlic you've purchased, peel a clove and take a sniff. If it has an unusually sharp or chemical-like smell, it may have been treated with bleach. For the ultimate assurance of safety, consider growing your own garlic at home. Not only will you avoid harmful additives, but you'll also enjoy the rewarding experience of harvesting fresh, chemical-free garlic for your meals. What do you think about this issue? Have you noticed a difference in the quality of garlic from different sources? Share your thoughts in the comments. Tip 4. Never buy rice produced in China. Rice is a dietary staple enjoyed by millions worldwide, forming the foundation of countless dishes, from comforting home-cooked meals to gourmet restaurant creations. However, if you frequently purchase rice imported from China, you might unknowingly be exposing yourself to serious health risks. One of the biggest concerns with Chinese rice is contamination with cadmium, a toxic heavy metal that seeps into the soil due to industrial pollution and accumulates in rice grains. Unlike other contaminants that can be washed away, cadmium remains embedded in the grains even after processing. A 2013 study by the National Institute of Food Safety found that nearly 40% of rice samples tested in Guangzhou, China, contained dangerously high levels of cadmium. Consuming cadmium-contaminated rice regularly leads to its gradual buildup in the body, which can have devastating long-term effects. The kidneys are the first organs to suffer, as they play a crucial role in detoxifying the body. Prolonged exposure to cadmium can lead to chronic kidney disease, which, in severe cases, may require dialysis or even a kidney transplant. But the damage doesn't stop there. Cadmium also affects bone health by reducing bone density, increasing the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. Additionally, the World Cancer Research Fund has linked long-term cadmium exposure to an increased risk of several cancers, including lung and prostate cancer. A real-life case from 2019 highlights the dangers of consuming contaminated rice. A 51-year-old man in Boston sought medical help for persistent lower back pain, weakness, and loss of appetite. Tests revealed his cadmium levels were more than twice the safe limit, severely impacting his kidney function. After further investigation, doctors discovered that his primary source of exposure was cheap rice imported from China. Although he underwent months of treatment, the damage to his kidneys was irreversible. To protect yourself and your family, always check the country of origin before purchasing rice. Opt for varieties from nations with strict agricultural safety standards, such as Japan, India, or Thailand. Choosing organic rice is another smart move, as it is grown without chemical fertilizers that may contain heavy metals. Additionally, if you're uncertain about the quality of your rice, rinse it thoroughly and soak it for a few hours before cooking. While this won't remove deeply embedded toxins, it can help reduce surface contaminants. Your health is worth more than a few dollars saved on cheaper rice. Make informed choices and prioritize quality over cost. Rice should be a nourishing, energy-rich food, not a hidden source of toxic exposure. What are your thoughts on this issue? Share them in the comments. Tip 3. Never buy seafood produced in China. Seafood is often seen as a healthy and delicious choice, from grilled shrimp and tender fish fillets to succulent lobster. However, if your seafood comes from China, it may carry hidden dangers that outweigh its benefits. Behind its appealing appearance and low price lies a troubling reality. Many seafood farms in China rely on harmful chemicals, antibiotics, and hormones to accelerate growth and boost production. These farms are frequently located in heavily polluted areas where industrial runoff contaminates the water with toxic heavy metals like mercury and lead. As a result, these harmful substances accumulate in the tissues of farmed shrimp and fish, ultimately making their way into the human body. According to a study by the U.S. National Institute of Fisheries and Nutrition, 40% of tested Chinese fish contain traces of antibiotics, including chloramphenicol, a drug banned in the U.S. due to its potential toxicity. This antibiotic, widely used to prevent disease outbreaks in overcrowded fish farms, has been linked to allergic reactions, liver damage, and even antibiotic resistance, a growing global health crisis. But the risks don't stop there. Heavy metals such as cadmium, frequently detected in Chinese shrimp, have a cumulative toxic effect on the body. Over time, they can impair kidney function, damage the nervous system, and even increase the risk of cancer. In response to these concerns, the European Union banned imports of specific batches of Chinese seafood in 2021 due to dangerously high contamination levels. A real-life case from Los Angeles in 2020 highlights just how severe these risks can be. A 36-year-old woman sought medical attention after experiencing chronic fatigue, nausea, and unexplained weight loss. Lab tests revealed high mercury levels in her blood, which were disrupting her nervous system. After investigating her diet, doctors traced the source of contamination back to frozen Chinese shrimp that she had been consuming regularly. While she underwent treatment, her recovery took months, and some of the neurological damage was irreversible. To protect yourself, always check the country of origin when buying seafood. Opt for products from regions with strict environmental and food safety regulations, such as Norway, Iceland, or Canada. Look for certifications like the Aquaculture Stewardship Council, ASC, which ensures seafood has been responsibly farmed. If you're uncertain about the quality of the seafood, it's best to avoid it altogether. Instead, choose fresh or frozen options from trusted local sources. You can also diversify your diet by incorporating plant-based omega-3 sources like flaxseed oil and chia seeds. Your health should always come first. What are your thoughts on this issue? Share them in the comments. Tip 2. Never buy baby formula produced in China. The health and nutrition of infants are critical to their growth and development, and choosing the right baby formula is essential for ensuring their well-being. Unfortunately, Chinese baby formula has gained a dangerous reputation, especially following the tragic 2008 scandal in which over 300,000 children were harmed by contaminated milk powder. In that case, manufacturers added melamine, a chemical commonly used in plastics and resins, to artificially increase the protein content in the formula. However, The dangerous side effects of this enhancement were catastrophic. When melamine enters the body, it damages the kidneys, leading to painful conditions such as kidney stones, urinary tract blockages, and even kidney failure. For infants, this is particularly life-threatening because their bodies are not equipped to efficiently remove toxins. The crisis resulted in over 50,000 children being hospitalized with kidney failure, and tragically, dozens of infants lost their lives. This wasn't an isolated case. In 2020, a New York hospital case reminded the world of the continuing danger. Parents of an 8-month-old baby rushed their child to the ER after signs of distress, restlessness, loss of appetite, and persistent vomiting. Tests revealed the baby's kidneys had been severely damaged by toxins from Chinese baby formula bought online. Despite stabilization efforts, the kidney damage was irreversible. Why is Chinese baby formula so hazardous? Beyond melamine, it often contains harmful residues such as antibiotics, pesticides, and heavy metals like lead and mercury. These toxins can accumulate in a child's body over time, leading to developmental delays, weakened immune systems, and a higher risk of chronic illnesses. To protect your child, always choose baby formula from trusted brands that adhere to international safety standards. Look for certifications like USDA Organic or European Union certification, which ensure the formula is free from harmful additives. Avoid purchasing baby formula from unreliable online retailers, as counterfeit products are common. If you have concerns about the quality of formula, consider safer alternatives such as milk banks or pediatrician-approved brands. For parents seeking the highest safety, breastfeeding or choosing organic formula from countries with strict regulations remains the safest option. Your child's health is invaluable. Choose wisely when selecting their nutrition. What are your thoughts on this topic? Share them in the comments. Tip 1. Never buy dairy products from China. Dairy products are often celebrated for their health benefits, being a rich source of calcium, protein, and essential vitamins that help strengthen the body. However, when it comes to milk, cheese, and yogurt from China, this positive image is overshadowed by the presence of toxins, harmful bacteria, and chemical additives that pose serious health risks. These products can be particularly dangerous, especially for children. The 2008 melamine scandal, in which the toxic chemical was discovered in Chinese infant formula, drew global attention to the dangers of China's dairy industry. Melamine, a substance typically used to increase protein levels artificially, had catastrophic consequences. More than 300,000 children were affected, with 50,000 hospitalized for severe kidney failure, and some tragically lost their lives. But melamine isn't the only concern. Chinese dairy products are often contaminated with antibiotics, growth hormones, and harmful bacteria. Antibiotics are commonly added to prevent disease in livestock, but they end up in the milk and dairy products. This can result in allergic reactions, antibiotic resistance, and imbalances in the gut microbiome. Growth hormones used to boost milk production can disrupt hormonal systems, which is particularly dangerous for children still in developmental stages. A study by the U.S. National Institutes of Health revealed that 35% of Chinese dairy products tested contained hormone and antibiotic levels exceeding safe limits. This not only affects children but also adults, contributing to chronic illnesses, fertility issues, and endocrine disorders. In one concerning case from 2015, a 3-year-old boy was hospitalized in San Francisco with severe abdominal pain and signs of kidney failure. His parents revealed that he had regularly consumed milk from China. Lab tests showed traces of melamine and antibiotics in his system. While doctors managed to save the child, his treatment was prolonged, and some of the organ damage was irreversible. To safeguard your health and that of your family, avoid all dairy products from China, no matter how enticing the packaging or affordable the price may seem. Instead, opt for dairy from countries with strict quality standards like Switzerland, New Zealand, or Canada, where thorough inspections ensure safety. Whenever possible, choose organic dairy, as it eliminates the use of hormones and antibiotics. Supporting local farmers who prioritize quality and freshness is also a wise choice. Your health is precious, and it's essential to make informed decisions about what you consume. What are your thoughts on this? Feel free to share them in the comments. If you found this information helpful and want to stay informed on how to make healthier choices for you and your family, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest tips and insights. Share this video with friends and family to help them stay safe too. Together, let's prioritize our health, because your well-being deserves it.